topic. Welcome to another Read Aloud. I cannot wait to share this book with you. I really love this one. It is called The Most Magnificent Thing. Let's get started. This is a regular girl and her best friend. In the whole wide world, they do all kinds of things together. They race and they eat and they explore and they relax. She makes things and he unmakes things. One day, the girl had a wonderful idea. She was going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it's going to look. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she finishes, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side, and her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look quite right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel quite right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent, or good, or even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands, examines, and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries to make all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antennae. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only this thing would just work. Crunch. Oh, the pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain and then she explodes. This is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again, and then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong thing that are really quite right. The bolts on this one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio on the next, there are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering and hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure that there are no distractions. This thing is perfect to ward off bears. This will stop that link. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes, and she alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it is just what she wanted. They climb on board and take it for a spin. They're not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. I think that book is a perfect example of bubblegum brain and about how she realized that all she had to do was stay calm, use her coping strategies, and keep on trying until she succeeded. Thank you so much for listening, guys.